What is up, YouTube? Frosty Hobidon here. Today I'm back with another Sonic the Hedgehog IDW Issue 2, and I'm sorry for the long wait. This issue took a very long time to reach my location, and I finally got the issue here. And we're at issue 62, where Amy Rose. Last issue was the Eggman City battle, where all the Sonic friends managed to team up and take down Eggman's city and destroy it. Amy Rose is returning an artifact from Knuckles that Rouge took from Eggman, and the two new diamond cutters are formed. So let's get on to the reaction. Let's get on to the review, shall we? The review, it starts off with Amy Rose on her hover car that is a reference to Sonic Sonic Transformation All-Stars. As she meets up to Angel Island, admiring the beautiful island of Angel Island. And as she reaches up to the shrine, she notices that Knuckles is not there and hopes that he might be on his patrol. As she wanders around, it's such a pity that since those crises are happening, this would be a paradise. As she's hoping to find Knuckles, she falls into a hole. As we go underground in the Hydro City zone, or Hydrocity, Knuckles is there to help her. Knuckles is wondering, what are you doing here? Amy Rose says that she came all the way looking for him, and he wasn't at his patrol, at the Emerald Shrine. Knuckles says, I have a habit of patrolling for any threat. And Amy Rose understood the situation. Knuckles wants to know why you're here. Amy reveals that she was giving him one of the artifacts, a kitten artifact. Knuckles recognizes that it is a kitten the man made, as she tells him that she had a bunch of help retrieving from Eggman's facilities, and she doesn't mention it that Rouge found it. Knowing Knuckles' behavior, Knuckles is relieved to have it back. As Knuckles says thank you, he appreciates the help. Would you like to return it to the place with him? Amy Rose said, of course. Amy Rose said, you know where to put it at, right? Knuckles said, of course. As he's observing the structure and the design of the statue, Amy Rose doesn't get it, as he knows that she trusts him, that he's an expert in this, which shows that Knuckles is intelligent when it comes to sculpture, ancient ruins, and artifacts. As they head to the surface, Knuckles makes his little joke, watch your step. He does a lot more since you made more holes on this island. Amy Rose said, how about you make a maintenance on your island instead? Meanwhile, we reach up a building called Clean Sweep. It is run by Clench the Possum, as he's being alerted by one of the workers. Clench already knows, you can stop impersonating one of my workers, I know it's you. And Mimic reveals himself, and as he does pay attention, as well as his security. He said, yeah, you were testing me, weren't you? After all, I reached great lengths to get your attention. Mimic doesn't like the idea of anyone trying to reach out with him, as he's trying to draw less attention. But since he did this on purpose, you pretty much got his attention on it. I tend not to be on the radar of Sonic and his friends or Dr. Eggman, because keep in mind, Mimic is still wanted by Dr. Eggman. Eggman said, the next time I see you and you fail to kill the diamond cutters, I will send Metal Sonic and kill you. Clench says, not at all, I'm a businessman, and here I have done an operation called Operation Clean Sweep Industries. Which, a fun fact, Clean Sweep was the operation of Dr. Robotnik in the Archie universe to wipe out all of Mobius and try to roboticize it all in one go, where Sonic doesn't interfere. But that didn't work out as planned, and we got the reboot, and Archie got canceled. You know the series. So Clean Sweep is an industry that Clench created to basically do the same thing as the Resistance. The difference is, he is holding most of left behind Eggman technology, as the Restoration destroys any Eggman tech. Clutch gets his hands on it, and he realizes it's such a waste. Valuable technology and materials get destroyed by the heroes. He wants to use that, basically recycled, and also clean up the messes Eggman leaves, as well as Sonic destroyed. As Mimic says, thanks. And everyone thank you for it. It's pretty much a nice scam and a good business. I said, exactly. That's why Clutch want Mimic to infiltrate the respiration and do a little sabotaging and see what they can take and use for their own efforts. Mimic said tempting offer, but no, I'm trying to keep a low profile and not go to jail. Punch says fair enough. Although, have you heard about the what Whisper's been doing? Your old partner Whisper and that Tangle girl who she's with? They're forming a team called the New Diamond Cutters, or no less. This triggers Mimic, as he is a traitor of the original Diamond Cutters. He led the Diamond Cutters to their deaths, as they were all killed by Dr. Eggman's Shadow Androids, which all the Shadow Androids are now destroyed thanks by Sonic, Shadow, and the new Diamond Cutters during the last story arc. This got Mimic realize he doesn't like the new Diamond Cutters being formed, and he's like, you know what? When do we start? I want to help. I'll help you on this business. And Clutch likes the sound of it. As we meet back on Angel Island and Marble Garden, Knuckles helps Amy Rose up with the relic, as they realize the place is a bit unstable. Knuckles said, yeah, it's been really unstable these days due to the ruins. Amy Rose, it wasn't her fault. Knuckles says, no, it's not your fault. The ruins been getting through enough. And it doesn't help that Dr. Eggman has been infiltrating his island, doing a little damage and digging into his home island. Amy Rose said, oh yeah, Sonic and Tails told her about that, and it's a pain that Eggman is still attacking his island. And Amy Rose wants to know, maybe we can get Jules to help him out on this, and send some folks to keep watch of his home island. Knuckles says, who the heck is Jules again? He said, Tangle's best friend. She's the new leader of the respiration. Knuckles said, oh yeah, hard pass, I'm not interested. Amy Rose says, why not? You cannot be on this island all by yourself. Knuckles says, besides, I like to keep an eye on all things of the island just to make things complicated. Having more people around just makes things complicated. Amy Rose said, but our friends are trustworthy. Knuckles says, I trust you and five other people max. Amy Rose come back with this saying, so you do trust me? And Knuckles said, yes, I do. So he said, I remember that. He said, so you trust me on having her be the leader of the entire resistance when he dumped that whole mess on her during the Metal Sonic early issues. Knuckles felt bad about that a little bit. Amy Rose responds, just relax, I'm happy to help everyone, but I wish you would have told me earlier and give me time to prep. Knuckles apologizes for that, and they're all good as they reach the entrance to where they put the statue is. Knuckles told Amy Rose to hold up for a minute as this place is still booby trapped. And it's one of those arrows booby traps from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Remember Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you play as Sonic and Tails, you hit one of those machines that shoot arrows that shoot you. Those were annoying. Knuckles said, I want to return the statue back to its original place, but I also do not want to destroy the booby trap, as it is main of security. Amy Rose understood the assignment and said that she will cover him as he tries to put the statue back. She steps foot as the trap sets up and fires arrows. She swings her hammer to break the arrows that are aiming at her. Knuckles goes in and puts the statue back in its place, and the booby trap shuts down. It's like as Amy Rose and Knuckles congratulate each other as the relic is back in place. And they fall into another hole, which Amy Rose is getting sick and tired of it. Knuckles grabs onto her as they glide and make it through the fallen debris. The relic is back into place, and it's a whole lot safer with these holes in the ground now. Amy Rose is worried to Knuckles that she said that Knuckles, you live like this? Knuckles said, it makes me who I am. Amy Rose said, if you ever needed a break, you're always welcome at the Respiration HQ. He said, please do, because Jewel and the others are working like clockwork and organizing, and it's very peaceful. Knuckles says, all right, I'll think about it. And Amy Rose tells her that we also got Lanolin to get started on the new respiration, on the new diamond cutters. Knuckles want to know who the heck is Lanolin because he has never met her. I mean, Lanolin, the sheep. As we meet back at Respiration HQ, speaking of Lanolin, she is trying to organize out on missions, recruits, speaking to Tangle and Whisper. She wants to know how how her old team handled this. Whisper responds, they were all volunteers, just found out that it wasn't so formal until after everything was organized. Tango saying, you think of recruiting? I mean, the Chaotix just do things fine as 3 members. Why can't we just do fine as we are? Lanolin saying that I like our options more personal and more ideas and more skill sets as he smacks the pogo, whack the pogo ball, the ball thing. I forgot what the name of that toy is. It's been a while since I haven't seen those in a while. Paddle ball. To decide more members to help out means we put a stop to more multiple prices. As a new member drops in, as he hopes he's not interrupting, as they welcome the new recruit. The new recruit, his name is Duo, and actually here to help join in the community. Sending us some ideas of helping to volunteer and accept new volunteers, willing to go on new adventures, and help do the dangerous work, but also take things serious, giving the appeal on all 3 of Lanolin, Tangle, and Whisper's idea. As Tangle immediately welcomes them, take a seat. What's your name? As he introduces his name as Duo. Lanolin wants to know, alright, we appreciate anyone who wants to help, but we also want to know what's your special skills. As he sees Tangle going for the paddle ball, he knocks the paddle ball out of the table, which, okay. He said, any ideas, any experience you have? He says that, no, I'm mostly pretty good. I'm pretty nimble and mostly good at computer work, and I can't use a Wisp-on back in my day during the war. I'm a fast learner. As Tangle says, they give him a shot. I'm pretty sure I started off fighting Batniks when I first met Sonic. Lanolin wants to know what's Whisper's point of view. Whisper responds, better to learn in peace. We all have to start somewhere. Lanolin says, good point. We'll want to expand our rank. As he is happy to have him do some training assignments, he appreciates that. As Tangle is happy to take him to his sleeping quarters. As he's the one, I can just have this room, and Tangle said, yes, this respiration is full of rooms for those in need. And he was wondering if you want anything to help make you feel comfortable. He said he's fine. And it's kind of obvious. Duo is basically Mimic, because Mimic did that he was going to infiltrate the respiration and sabotage it for Clutch. As he is pretty clever, he's wearing boxing gloves to hide his obvious weak spot, the suction cups on his fingers to help draw a distinction, so they won't notice him. As he lets Clutch know that he is in, and the time for a new diamond cutters infiltration. Next issue, next month is issue 63. Silver is going to be involved. I'm not sure if Sonic is involved in this. Hopefully, maybe, who knows. As issue 63 is Silver and the Diamond Cutters, and for Diamond Cutters training. Overall, this was Sonic the Hedgehog IDW issue 63. I hope you guys enjoyed this. What were your thoughts on this issue? Did you enjoy it? We got some nice moments of Knuckles and Amy Rose, and Clutch and Mimics infiltrating the organization. Clean Sweep Clutch wants to do the same thing, but take some of Eggman's leftover tech, and Mimic infiltrating the Diamond Cutters, hopefully to destroy the new Diamond Cutters, because who knows. Anywho, let me know in the comments down below what were your thoughts on this issue. Take care, have a great day, be safe, and most importantly, stay frosty and stay healthy out there. I'm feeling a lot better lately, and catch you all later, and make sure to wash your hands. I want to say a special shout out to my following Patreons and fellow new Patreons members here. KKD Silver, Elian Maybe, Cameron Carpenter, David Dister, Marcus Angelic Boy, Jay the Real McCoy, Dakota Umlauf, Zach Cow, Boss Maker, Nevin Punzel, Curtis Wildcat, and Matthew Hensley. Thank you for your support for being following Patreons of the Hobidon Squad. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next video.
Find the computer room!